Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible, sir.
Okay, great. So we'll start in 2 minutes. We're just waiting for few more students to join. In the meantime, we can talk a bit about investments, stock trading, any questions about anything that you like to ask, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, any student. I mean, I know students these days are very intelligent and very inquisitive. Anybody who wants to ask any question about anything related to investments, what is investment, what is stock trading, anyways, we are going to cover all of that. But just to uh, start the discussion, start this session, anyone with any point, any question?
Okay, sir. So, could you please brief about Bitcoin?
Okay, so Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Now, what is a cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency basically, to understand Bitcoin, we need to understand a basic technology called blockchain and how it came into being. And the blockchain part, as well as the inefficiencies in our currency system. In our currency system, every country controls the currency, and there is a centralized authority like RBI, Reserve Bank of India, and the government of India. They control how much money is to be printed, what is to be, uh, how much money is to be circulated. Government of India one day decided that we are just disposing of the whole currency, and 500 and 1000 rupee notes were completely vanished. I mean, they were declared illegal. So that is where a lot of people thought that there is too much power vested with a very few people. I mean, they can take a decision which impacts lives of crores of people. So that gave an idea that there should be a currency which is controlled by nobody. It is a it's a decentralized currency. And to control that kind of currency or that kind of concept, there came, then that was the start of Bitcoin. Basically, Bitcoin was the currency which was, in very easy terms, for the people, by the people, to the people. I mean, it's controlled by people, it's created by people, it's used by people. The problem started when a lot of people saw that, okay, Bitcoin is fine, let me create my own currency also. So just like I cannot print notes in my home because that is illegal, but creating a cryptocurrency in my home is not illegal. So a lot of people do that. A lot of people create these cryptocurrencies, and they are very, I mean, they fool a lot of people. A lot of people invest money in them. So cryptocurrencies need to be, I mean, everyone has to be really well educated and very well learned when you are talking about cryptocurrencies. It seems very nice to hear that the cryptocurrencies are rising a lot, but it's not exactly a very rosy story. Lot of people are losing money also. Now coming back to the question, cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin specifically. Bitcoin is one of the most, the currency which was the first cryptocurrency, and it's based on a technology called blockchain. So blockchain basically is, there are blocks of information which are linked in form of a chain, and that is called blockchain. Each transaction which happens on Bitcoin is recorded in that blockchain, and that's a secure way to ensure that whatever transactions are happening, they are recorded in each block, and each block is linked to the previous block with a secured hashed way. So the whole transaction is secure. Nobody can tamper with it. Nobody can say that, okay, I paid the money, but other person is denying it. It cannot happen. So that's in a very brief 2 minutes about Bitcoin. We'll talk more about it in one of my chat sessions. I will be organizing on 12th. I would be organizing a detailed YouTube live session on cryptocurrencies, need of crypto, risks of cryptocurrencies, how to make the best use of cryptocurrency. I will be organizing a full session on cryptocurrencies. So if you want to join, we will inform it on this WhatsApp group as well. Okay, so Varshita, does that, I mean, was I partially able to answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. 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 So, guys, let's start today's session. I think we have quite a few people now in the group. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So this program is about stock markets and stock trading. And we would be talking a bit, no, not a bit. In this whole program, we would be talking a lot about stocks, uh, demat accounts, how stock trading works. That does not mean you have to become a trader. That means you have to become knowledgeable. If you know something does not mean you have to do it, but if you know something you can be a wise decision maker about it when in future you get a chance. Okay, so starting with that, let me introduce myself and this whole workshop. My name is Arpit Gupta. I have more than 10 years of industry experience. For last 3 years I have been training students on financial literacy concepts. I have interacted with school students, college students, as well as professionals. So you can ask me as many questions as you want today. This is a foundation workshop on stock trading. And in next 5 minutes, you will understand what is stock trading and what is the difference between investing and trading. These are two words which students usually get confused. Let me know if I am moving too fast. Stop me anytime if you want to ask any question. You will learn all about how to make buy and sell decisions on stock market. So that is something which will help you in building decision making skills. Even if you don't buy and sell stocks, but if you can say that okay, this one looks good, that is like you are able to decide something, you are able to take a decision. This workshop will help you in refining your decision making skills a lot, and analytical skills also, how to analyze by looking at a pattern, how to analyze it. And that will also help you a lot in your future. And I can tell you that from my own experience also. When you go for MBA exams, CAT and all, when you grow up, those analytical skills help you a lot. So this workshop basically will help you in two things: decision making skills and analytical skills. Obviously you will learn about stock trading. There are two rules of this workshop. One, it has to be very interactive. I do not want it to be like a YouTube session. I will ask a lot of questions to you guys, and make sure you make the best use of this 1 hour. Ask me as many questions as you want, and when I'm asking a question, make sure you try at least. You can type your answer in the chat box, or you can you can unmute and you can speak also. I would prefer unmuting and speaking. That makes it a lot more interactive. Also, in the end of the workshop, we would share a feedback form with you. Please make sure you don't leave the workshop without filling up the feedback form. At 3 o'clock, we will share the feedback form. Okay, so let's quickly start about stock trading and what is trading acumen. How do we decide what is stock, what are the things we should know, or what are the decisions we should take in stock trading? Now on your screen, you are seeing two companies stocks, company one, and I'm marking it with a red color, company one and company two. Now, company one's stock prices are constantly rising. Companies one, and if you don't know about stocks at all, we will stocks and shares at all. I will tell you about that as well. But just consider it to be a price of something. Okay, the prices of this particular company's shares are rising constantly, and company two's share prices are dropping consistently. If you have, let's say, 3,000 rupees, which company share should you buy? Company one or company two?
The
Sir,
company two.
company one, sir.
Two.
Okay, two. Okay, Sagar is saying two. Why Sagar two?
Because they are already at the least price.
Okay, and so what will happen when a company's stocks are at least price?
It becomes feasible for us to buy them, and at least we can invest them.
Okay, good, good. Varshita, you said you want to buy
So we
company
should
one.
also do short sell over here. So
Okay, Lakshay, good point. Short selling, we will learn. A lot of people don't know about short selling, but that's a good point. Short selling in this situation, we can do short also and we can do long also. We'll learn about short selling and long selling in, I think, next session. I'll talk to you about short selling. Chalo, coming back to the point, somebody, Varshita said we should buy company one. Varshita, why company one?
So because like they are increasing, right, sir? So probably there might be more profits in that.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. Mekhla says 1. Okay, Mekhla, why 1?
Because the prices are rising in the stock, in the company one.
Okay, let me tell you something. And I think the initial analysis that all of you have done is correct. Let me just share a very basic level of information. And let me know when you see this paint. Can you see this white screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir,
Yeah.
it's visible.
So,
Yes, sir.
check it. Okay, so the stock prices of any commodity, anything, the stock prices always work on two things: demand and supply. Okay, demand is basically when will demand of something high, when the prices are low or when the prices are high.
So when the prices are high, sir.
uh, you will buy something
Low.
at 100 rupees or at 50 rupees if the same thing is available to you at 50 rupees or 100
At 50
rupees.
rupees.
At 50 rupees.
50.
At 50 na? So if the prices of something are low, then the demand would be high. Also the supply basically, if you have a particular item, let's say a cricket bat, and you want to sell it, would you want to sell it for 500 rupees or 1000 rupees?
Sir, 1000
And
rupees, sir, but I also have a
1000.
question.
Yeah,
Sir, I
tell
have
me.
to say something.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
recently in the Tata Motors store, the CPU chip was due to which
Mhm.
the Tata Motors faced a loss of 20% from
Correct,
350 to 310 just because of
correct.
small chip
Mhm.
which is
Mhm.
used in the Tata Motors car. So, sir,
Correct.
why did this happen?
See, and I'll tell you that also after just after this demand and supply. I think I'll tell you that. Is it fine?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So what we discussed was the demand. When you want to buy something, the price when the prices are low, and you want to sell something when the prices are high. Let's say there is a particular share at 50 rupees, and you want to buy it at 50 rupees. Okay. Now, when can you buy it? When somebody is selling it. It's always an exchange. Okay, so what happens at 50? You say I want to buy at 50, and a lot of people say I want to buy at 50. Now people who want to sell, they will see, a lot of people want to buy this stock, let me not sell it at 50, let me sell it at 55. Now let's say 100 people wanted to buy at 50 rupees. This there were 100 people who wanted to sell, but they said buy to sell at 50, let me sell at 60 rupees. So suddenly prices, there is a mismatch in the market. Buyers want to buy at 50, sellers want to sell at 60. Some of these buyers will say that okay, let me buy it at 55. So the prices start rising. Okay, what happened here? When the demand is very high, the prices start rising, and suddenly at 60 rupees, a lot of these people who had the stocks earlier, they said okay, 60 is the maximum at which the stock will sell, let me sell all my stocks at 60. Suddenly the supply will become very high. Now when the supply becomes very high, people, these 100 people will feel that okay, now these people are selling, there are a lot of people who want to sell at 60, let me put in a lower bid, let the prices come down. So the prices come down, and this is how the stock prices always move, up and down, up and down. This is a basic factor that happens in every stock price. I will show it to you also. What we need to do is we buy at this level, which is the lowest level. When the prices are at lowest level, we buy, and prices are at highest level, we sell. So coming back to the point, we will buy at a level which is, we should buy at this level, which is when the prices are low, and we feel that okay, prices have fallen low enough and now they will start rising, then we will buy. We should never buy a stock whose prices are rising, because why? Ultimately the prices, it might go a bit up, then it will come down, because it's cyclical. Prices always go up and come down. If you buy at a high price, you might not be able to make a lot of money, but if you buy at a low price, you and then prices will again go up. You will be able to make a lot of money. This point is
Sir,
clear.
but what about penny stocks?
Penny stocks, तो too risky. You can never judge in what direction they go. Acha, one question which somebody asked about Tata Motors. Okay.
Me only.
Okay. So the 2 points that we discussed were demand and supply. The third point is profits. How profitable is a company?
सर
Now,
थर्ड पॉइंट क्या है?
profits of a
sir.
company.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So the company which is highly profitable, people want to invest money, people want to buy shares of that company. Now, if the profits of a company are not rising, if profits are stagnating, people would not want to buy the stocks. Even people would feel that, okay, let me put my money somewhere else because this company is not growing. That happened with Tata Motors. If
Sir,
a
but
company
that
is
happened with ITC also.
ITC,
Sir,
so it's
ITC
a
share is not rising only, sir. It is
it's
mostly in 200 to 215, but it pays a dividend of 4 rupees, sir. So why is
टाटा का नाम कभी आता है?
everybody just
can you come again? After ITC 202, you said?
sir, right? You said that we should buy in low and sell it in high. But many people are buying ITC for 200 or whatever, but they are keeping that. Means its
Correct.
price does not go any higher, but they are
Mhm.
keeping it for long-term purposes and for the
Correct.
dividend which is paid per year.
Correct.
But the
See,
dividend is also not much.
dividend is not much, but see, always compare in terms of percentage. By investing 200 rupees, if you get 4 rupees as dividend, how much is it? It is
5%.
5. No, not 5%, it is 2%. 2%, na? 200. 200 ka
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
1% is 2, na? So 4 is 2%. So a lot of people feel that by investing 200, see, ITC as a company is not going anywhere. The products that they make, they will be there forever. Even if the stock prices today are in the range of 200, maybe in 10-15 years, or maybe even longer than that, they will definitely reach a price range which is 700-800 rupees. In 15 years, if your money is becoming 4 times, that is a good enough investment, I would say. Your money becoming 4 times in 15 years, that's a very good investment. That is why people
Sir, but
invest.
sir, but why should we invest in stocks rather than mutual funds or FDs that are more safer?
Yes, sir. Same doubt.
Okay, so stocks.
Sir, same.
See, there
Sir,
are two things.
stocks has higher, we get more profits, higher profits.
हाँ
But
नहीं,
sir, we
म्यूचुअल
will
फंड्स
also
में भी
get
प्रॉफिट
capital
होता
gain
है.
stats on that.
See, I'll tell you. अगर if you guys understand हिंदी, अगर मर्सिडीज खरीदोगे, what would you prefer? Driving it yourself या ड्राइवर को दे दो ड्राइव करने के लिए?
Driver.
Driving it.
Driver, sir.
अरे या देखो आप
Driving it yourself.
driving it yourself ना. Many people find the fun in taking decisions themselves. I will buy my own stocks. I will not let anybody else buy stocks for me. Mutual funds charge a entry and exit fees. So you invest 1000 rupees, mutual fund will only invest 990 out of it. 10 rupees they take for themselves. When you
Sir, but there
exit
is
the
also
mutual,
capital gain stats and that sir for buying the stock tax also. So that is
which
equal to the mutual fund tax then.
see, so in mutual funds also, when you exit, then also you have to pay taxes. Then also that income that you make from mutual funds, there also you have to pay tax. In here in stocks, you have to pay long-term, short-term capital gain tax. That's fine, but in mutual funds also you have to pay taxes. In ETFs, the taxes are low, but in general mutual funds and stocks, in both cases you have to pay tax. Okay, chalo, let's
Sir,
move
but
to
we have to
the
pay tax twice over here then.
why
On
twice?
buying and on selling, on capital gain stats which we sell. And if we sell for less than a year, if we keep the stock for less than a year, then we have to pay more tax.
See, वो तो short term gain tax तो वो pay देना ही है. See, if you don't have to pay twice, you only have to pay once, because when you are buying, you don't pay tax. When you buy, you only pay commission or this brokerage fees. You don't pay tax. Also, in demat accounts, in lot of demat accounts for this delivery trading, you don't have to pay any tax. not tax, any brokerage fees. That is free. Delivery trading you can do for free. Intraday trading you have to pay. Okay, chalo, let's move to the next
Can you
topic.
explain this again?
Sir?
I do not understand. Can you explain this again?
Which point?
This last one that you say intraday trading and everything.
I will explain in 15 minutes. That's part of today's topic. Yeah.
So what is Ethereum?
What is?
Ethereum, sir.
Okay, Ethereum, Varshita, is Ethereum started as a technology. Ethereum is a technology using which you can. No. See, Ether is cryptocurrency. Ethereum is a technology using which you can make distributed apps, which is called dApps. 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 You can, and their language is Solidity. There is a coding language which is called Solidity. You can use, you can create distributed applications. Just you might have used Uber or Ola or any kind of Zomato, those kind of apps. They are centralized apps. They are residing on server of Zomato. Distributed apps, they are distributed. They can be created using Ethereum platform and Solidity coding language. That is what is Ethereum.
So tell us about some cryptocurrency.
यार उसका अलग सेशन करेंगे. Today is not the topic of cryptocurrency. वैसे anyways I'm doing it on 12th को I'm doing a full session on cryptocurrencies. You can join that session as well.
Sir, what about IPOs right now? The Zomato IPO, the GR IPO and everything.
Zomato का IPO तो गया. अभी कल 4 IPO और गए हैं. There were 4 IPOs that were launched this week and they closed yesterday. This KFC and these restaurants, the company which owns these restaurants in India, KFC and I think not Domino's. Domino's is Jubilant. KFC.
So this dark web illegal.
Which one?
So dark web is illegal.
Dark web is illegal. I mean, there is no status of dark web. Dark web is something which you can't find. You can't. I mean, no Google search से जो नहीं मिल सकता. That is dark web.
मेरा भाई करता है dark web पे काम.
अच्छा ठीक है. चलो guys, coming back to the topic that we are discussing, stocks. ठीक है. So we learned about buying shares of a company and I will answer all your questions. चलो next. अब let's take a look at this situation. Let's see, you bought a share at this point and the stock prices are rising. Should you sell it here or should you wait? How do you decide? Should we sell here or should
we
we
have to check the resistance, right? If the resistance is there, then that time we can sell it. But if there is no resistance, if it's a bit higher, then we can keep it.
Okay, chalo, good point. Those of you who don't know about resistance and support, we are going to talk about it in the next session. अच्छा ऐसे देखो यहाँ पे percentage, always look at percentages. This stock price you bought at 2000. Today it is 2844. How much profit? Approximately 40% profit. Should you sell or should you wait?
We need to wait, sir, probably.
Okay. See, stock trading is about two things. One is psychology of trading and one is actual what is happening in the trade. Psychology of trading is that you should have clear goals in your mind, that when do you want to sell. Otherwise there is no limit to greed, and if you become greedy you can never be a good stock trader, or you can never be good in trading anything. So always make sure that you need some goals in your mind. Let's say you bought this share here at 2000, you set a target price, and this is wait, let me just finish this one, then I will I will talk to you. So always set a target price that as soon as it reaches this range, then I will sell. Okay. Again, the point that one of you made, which is support and resistance. If it is near resistance, obviously we can take a chance. We can take a decision that yes, it is nearing resistance, we should sell. If it is not near resistance, then also prices can come down. There is no guarantee. And those of you who do not know support and resistance, that we will cover in the next session. I think not in today's session, but in next session we are going to cover it.
Sir, can I leave the class, sir? I have to go tuition, sir, at 2:30.
Okay, it's okay. We will be organizing this session again, most probably at the end of the month or maybe after a couple of weeks. You can join that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye everyone. Take care.
Yeah. Okay. Chalo. So trading is all about identifying when to sell your shares. Okay. And there is something called candlestick patterns, candlestick charts that we use to identify is it a right time to sell, and then there are mathematical indicators that we use to identify whether it's a right time to sell, and in this whole workshop you will learn all about it. Chalo. Ab let's understand one last point which is very important in trading. Let's say you bought a share at this particular point and then you went to your college or school and suddenly the prices fell a lot. From here, let's say from 12,000 rupees, 12,400, they fell down to 7,600, which is like 40% loss. Now from 12,400 to 7,600 does not look like a big amount of money. But let's say somebody invested 12 lakh 40,000. His money suddenly becomes 7 lakh 60,000. That is a loss of almost 5 lakh rupees within a matter of hours. How do we make sure we reduce this risk? How do we make sure even if we are not looking at even if we are not looking at the stock market charts and all, our money, we do not incur a lot of loss? How do I make sure in cases of unprecedented market falls, I do not lose a lot of money?
Stop loss.
Stop loss. There's something called stop loss, and stop loss basically is you give instructions that if the stock prices fall by this percentage, sell my shares. We will talk about it in today's session. Okay. So there are three things which include trading acumen: when to buy, when to sell, and how to reduce your risk. These three things, you will understand a lot about these three things, and that is what I said: decision making and analytical skills. Both of these you will, with these three concepts, buying, selling, and reducing your risk, these two skills you will definitely be able to hone these two skills. Chalo. So this workshop is about 5 sessions. Ek second, just let me cover this point, then I'll take questions. In today's session, we are going to cover very basic level foundation points of trading. In next session, we are going to learn about trading, and we are going to learn how to do paper trading. We are going to do hands-on experience, market order, limit order, when, at what price to buy. We are going to learn that. We are going to learn also about long and short selling. This is one point which one of you said. So we are going to learn about when to do long selling and when to do short selling, how to do it and when to do it. We are also going to learn about stop loss and target pricing. How do we analyze what should be the stop loss, what should be the target price? These are the things that we'll cover in second session. In third session, we'll cover support and resistance, majorly pattern analysis, support and trend analysis, support and resistance, how to identify whether this is short-term support, this is long-term support, whether the prices are going to hit support or not, that we are going to analyze. After that, we are going to learn about candlesticks, patterns of candlesticks. This is something which I will tell you today. And in last session, we are going to learn about mathematical indicators to learn about stock trading, to analyze the price patterns using mathematical indicators. These are the 5 sessions. Today is the basic beginner session. The next sessions are a bit deeper sessions. Okay? So now I will, any one of you has any question? One of you asked,
So
was
yes,
asking. Yeah.
I wanted to ask, so in index funds, what is index funds? And I wanted to ask one more question.
Mhm.
So earlier you say that Yes Bank went into bankruptcy. The Yes Bank did not pay its loan. So sir, it came as bankruptcy, and State Bank of India supported it. So sir, it was just a fraud that sir to be in trust of State Bank of India.
Okay, so 2 questions. Let me answer one by one. The first one was, what was the first question,
Index
Lakshay?
funds.
Index fund. See,
Index funds.
index funds are an investment option in which you are not investing in specific stocks, but you are investing in a collection of stocks which are part of a particular market index. Just say you might have heard Nifty 50.
Nifty
Yes, sir.
Sensex.
Nifty 50.
Nifty 50,
and Sensex.
Sensex. Then there are a lot of indexes, Nifty banks, Nifty PSUs. There are a lot of small Nifty Next 50, Nifty 200. There are a lot of indexes. These index funds, what they do is they take money from you and invest only in those specific companies which are part of that index. Only those companies. Not, they don't apply their brains in anything else. They take money from you and invest only in those companies. डिटेल में थोड़ा सा you might have to understand it in detail. How do they invest? How much they invest in each company? That requires a bit of understanding. But in a very simple language, they invest only in these in those companies which are part of that index. So that is index fund. What was the second question? Yes Bank.
So the Yes Bank, sir. Yes, just Yes Bank do that? Went into bankruptcy to get support of State Bank of India, SBI.
See,
Because
what happens is a big company, when you have a big company with established clients, but because of some bad business practices, the business went down. They already have a lot of good customer base. Now, what SBI will get in this case is SBI will get shares of that company at a very cheap rate, a control of a full bank at a very cheap rate, at a very inexpensive rate. So that is what SBI will get. A lot of customer base that SBI will get. And that is why a lot of companies take over these stressed companies. You might not know, in 2008, there was a fraud of Satyam Computers. Tech Mahindra took over Satyam Computers, and today Tech Mahindra is one of the biggest IT companies in India. Why? Because that they took over a company which had huge number of customers. So Tech Mahindra at very low cost got access to all those customers. In a business, it is very difficult to make customers.
so, and what about the 2008, sir, when the Wall Street stock market crashed and many of the Indian IT companies faced huge losses and they had to be shut down?
See, IT companies, why they face losses? Because of, not because of the Wall Street crash, majorly because the contracts stopped coming. They faced losses because the businesses there were shutting down and IT companies were too dependent on US businesses. So after that, Indian IT companies started diversifying. They started going into other markets as well, UK market, Australian market, Canadian markets. Even Germany and France are also, we have Indian IT companies have a lot of customers in Germany, France, Switzerland. They started exploring European markets as well. So that was
Sir,
one
and
mistake.
Tata,
Go ahead, Lakshya.
sir, and died in 2000s when the government passed a bill that foreign-based companies can come into India and start their business. Tata's had many companies in the name of Telpro and different names. So Ratan Tata had an idea of putting all the companies in the name Tata and making them a logo. So how did they save it from the New York inflation and everything which happened at that time?
This question I'm not able to understand. What is
So
exactly
like
the...
in 1992, sir, when the government passed a bill that the US companies and foreign companies can enter into Indian market. And by knowing this, the Tata Group chairman Ratan Tata made a decision that all the companies which are in the hold of Tata Groups came into one symbol so that no company can be overridden by the American companies. So, sir, why did Ratan Tata do this?
Okay, see what happens is when you are an individual company, it's very easy to put pressure on you to create a rival company. So, for example, Thumbs Up was a very big brand in India, but Coca-Cola was able to acquire it because one reason Coca-Cola offered them so much that they could not resist. I mean, if today somebody offers you, let's say you have a cricket bat, somebody offers you 1,000 rupees, you might not be willing to sell it. But somebody comes and offers you 10 lakh rupees for a small cricket bat, you would say, okay, take it. That is what happens with small companies. But if that company is part of a bigger group, nobody can overtake it by nobody can take it over by this money power. That is why Tata decided. Probably that is why Ratan Tata decided to do it.
Sir, what is a subsidiary company? If we say
That is a separate
I have a
topic.
subsidiary company.
Separate topic.
okay.
Will That's a separate topic that we are going into. That is completely into the corporate law and that kind of stuff. Okay, that is separate, not part of today's discussion. Chalo. Coming back to today's discussion, investments. What is investment? Now, in next two slides, you will learn about investments and savings, investments and stock trading. Investment, and you will hear this word a lot of times. Investment is basically buying something to get more money from it in future. Anything that you buy with an anticipation that your money will increase in future, that is investment. Investment can be in stock markets, mutual funds, gold, silver, diamonds, even you buy property, real estate. These are all investment options. But investments, are they risky? Yes, investments are risky, but they are as risky as you are unknowledgeable. If you have knowledge, if you have understanding, if you have if you know what you are doing and you're not just doing it based on advice of somebody else, then the investments are not risky. You can take wise decisions to reduce your risk and increase your money. Okay, that is
So
investment.
we have to first check the revenue of the company and how many losses it's making around all around the year and everything, sir, before buying.
Definitely. There is a
As sir,
complete workshop that I do on
But
investments
it should
on
be quarter. We should check it quarter wise or an yearly basis.
See, multiple things that we do. It's not just the revenues or profits of the company. Like you see Zomato. Zomato's shares, they started when Zomato was listed, it was at 78 rupees. No, it was the IPO was at 78, it got listed at 115, and today it is approximately 130. So, and Zomato is a loss-making company. So it's not just the profits or the revenues that the company is making. There are a lot of things that we analyze when we are talking about investing in a company. When we are talking about buying shares of a company for a long term, I will talk about that completely. That's a separate session that we will do on on investing. Okay? Today's topic is about trading. What is stock
and
trading? Yeah, Lakshay, go ahead.
sir, and now it's there an option that we can buy now gold as stocks, means online gold.
Hmm.
So it's reliable or so it's just for a fraud.
No, it's not fraud. See, when you are buying gold, see, there are two things. One is e-gold. E-gold is basically you are buying gold online. Instead of going to a shop where you go pay money and buy gold, online gold is you pay money and they will send the gold to you in form of gold coin or something. That is online gold. There is something else called sovereign gold bonds. That is putting money, giving money to government to buy gold for you, and then government at the end of 8 years will give back money to you based on the stock, based on gold price after 8 years. So that's a separate topic. That is a domain of investing. Okay, so we have to understand difference investing and trading. Investing, we invest money in mutual funds, gold, property, stock markets. Trading
So they are for
basically
long terms and
long
these are
term.
for short terms.
Correct. Investing is for long term, trading is for short term. You quickly buy and quickly sell, and you make profit in between. That is what is trading. You do trading in stocks, you do trading in derivatives, forex, commodities. There are derivatives of commodities, iron, wood, steel. You can buy derivatives of these things also. People make money in these things also. They don't buy the real wood, they buy the derivatives of wood. And I think that is one of the biggest markets of trading. So people do a lot of trading. We will learn about stock trading. Derivatives, forex, and commodities are part of separate workshops that we will do separately. Is trading risky? Trading is much more risky than investment. So trading, when you are going into trading, you need to be very well aware of what you are going into, and very well you need to know a lot of things when you go into trading. After 18, when you are 18 years old, you can do trading with real money. Before 18, you can do trading which is called paper trading without real money. So I will tell you a lot of ways to do paper trading in which you can do trading not without spending real money. You can learn on real data just without spending real money. Okay? Now, what do traders do? What do traders do to make money? They learn how to maximize money by minimizing risk. And that is what we are going to learn in this workshop also, how to maximize risk without minimizing, how to maximize money and minimize risk. Okay. Anyone has questions?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, is there any app for the paper trading?
Yeah, I will tell you. There are multiple. There is one app which our team is also going to launch, but that will take a couple of months time. But till then, I will tell you more. There is a stock trainer app. I will send you the link on the
So which is the
WhatsApp group.
best app for
IQ
stock
option.
trading?
IQ
Sorry, I have
option,
in my mind that the stock trainer stimulation, that is one type of paper trading which we can
That
do.
is one type. Yeah, that is one type of paper trading. Then stock trainer. Then we have money control. Then we have money pot. There are different types of stock trading apps, paper trading apps. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Shall we go ahead? Okay. Now the question comes. How is trading done? We are talking a lot about stock trading, but how do I do stock trading? Stock trading is just like, say, there are grocery markets for buying groceries, medical shops for buying medicines. To buy shares and sell shares, there are share markets. Okay? In India, we have two prominent share markets, National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange. Now, how do I buy shares on National Stock Exchange? There is a building in Bombay. Should I go to that building and buy? No, it does not work that way. Earlier, it used to work in that way.
Jobber,
But
sir. Jobber.
what?
We need a jobber. Broker.
Okay, so earlier there were these concept of jobbers and all. Scam 1992. You saw that series?
Yeah, sir. But my father also told me, sir, he used to invest before. That's why.
Okay. So earlier it used to happen that jobbers were the one who used to take the orders that, okay, how much shares to buy, how many shares to sell and all. Okay, but today everything has moved into digital transactions. The shares are digital. Now the shares are not physical shares. Paper shares are not there. All the shares are digital shares. And the transaction, buying and selling of those shares is also done digitally. So there is a special type of account which is called Demat account, which is used to buy shares and sell your shares. And this is opened by companies called brokerage firms. Just like a bank opens your savings bank account or a fixed deposit, brokerage firms open these Demat accounts. Let me show you a
Like
Demat.
Grow app. So like
Yeah.
Grow app and Upstarts.
Correct. Grow app and Upstocks. Let me show you Zerodha. See, this is my Demat account of Zerodha. Okay. So what we can do is tell me name of any company.
ITC.
Asian Paints. Asian Paints.
Asian Paints. Chalo, theek hai. Let's take Asian Paints. See, here is Asian Paints. I can buy Asian Paint stocks. I can sell Asian Paint stocks. I can also explore. Let's say I'm exploring the Asian Paint stock. This is a candlestick chart of Asian Paint. Let me show you a normal line chart. See, this is how the stock prices of Asian Paints have gone up in last 1 year. Let's say in last 5 years, stock prices of Asian Paints have gone up like this.
Sir, I have one more question.
Yeah.
Sir, can you search Lux Cozy over here? Lux Cozy.
Lux Cozy नहीं है, Lux Industries है.
Yeah, sir, Lux Industries, sir. As you can see from past April to May, June, so when it was time of mostly lockdown and COVID, their prices doubled from 1800 to 3700 in just a matter of 3 to 4 months, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you can see here in how many days? This is 1 week. In 1 week, the prices jumped from 2000. Opening was 2059 and closing was 32. In 1 week, the prices jumped. It must have been something must have happened. I mean, either they would have declared profits, they would have declared revenue jump, something would have happened. They would have started a new line of business. whenever this is happening, and you see there, if I draw a particular trend line, you see this is the trend line, है ना? This is the trend line, which is the upper
Yes.
trend line, है ना? The prices, when this resistance, this is resistance line, when this resistance broke, the prices jumped up so high from 2177 to 3200. Something must have happened, which gave buyers a lot of confidence, and this is what we will analyze in the next sessions. Okay, chalo. So this is how demat accounts look like. You can buy, if I want to buy the shares of this company, I just click buy. I can put my order here. I can put a buy order. Okay, right now market is
And
closed,
sir,
so I
do we have
can't.
to pay right now? We then pay later on.
See, you have to pay right now. If you buy in long term, you buy, then you have to pay everything today. If you buy for short term, let's say intraday. If I buy for short term, then I have to pay very less.
And sir, what
850.
about margins? That
Ma-
if the share is worth 10 lakhs, I pay 1 lakh as the margin price. And if the share
Mhm.
price goes up, I will get money. And if it goes down, I have to pay the money.
Yeah. See, what
The
happens is,
margins.
ऐसे समझो, let me just show it to you with an example. A share price is 1000 rupees. ठीक है?
Sir,
In
you can
one
tell in
day,
Hindi if you're comfortable in that.
no, I'm okay with both. Let's say the share prices are 1000 rupees. Ab, in one day, how much this can go up and down? Maximum. It can go to 1200 up,
1500.
है ना? चलो 1500 मान लेते हैं. And the lower it can go to, let's say 700. Okay. Now, if you say that I am buying this share and I will sell it by end of the day. Okay. By end of the day. So the broker, the brokerage firm, the demat account, they say that, okay, what is the maximum amount that this person might have to pay if this, even if the stock prices go down, that is 300 rupees. So the broker says, the demat account says, okay, so if you are going to sell it within the day, then you need to have 300 rupees in your bank account, in your demat account. If you are going to buy it for a long time, then you have to pay whole 1000 rupees, right? This is what the margin is, the margin that you have to pay. If you are going to buy it for just one day, buy and sell, then you need small amount of money in your demat account. If you are going to keep it, then you have to pay everything upfront.
And sir, are bonds still function right now? So bonds.
Yes, bonds are still there. Sovereign gold bonds are bonds. Corporate bonds are bonds. There are a lot of bonds. Okay, chalo. Coming back to the topic, stock exchanges, brokerage firms. We understood Zerodha. There are a lot of brokerage firms. There are two types. One is discount brokerage, and second is full service brokerage firms. Discount service brokerage firms basically provide you a feature or a technology to buy and sell stocks and maybe mutual funds, apply on IPO. What they provide you is a technology to buy and sell, to do trading and investing. Full service brokerage firms, this full service brokerage firms, they provide you advisory services. They provide you a fund manager. They help you in taking decisions. Okay, sir, you should buy this stock, you should sell this stock. So that is what the difference is. Full service brokerage firms charge a lot of money. Discount brokerage firms, they charge very less money. Okay. There are a lot of brokerage firms. Sher Khan, Motilal Oswal, Zerodha, Angel Broking, Carby, ICICI
So
Direct.
Goldman Sachs.
Goldman, I don't know if Goldman has a brokerage firm. Goldmans are investment bankers. I don't know if they are into this, because I have never heard the name. I've never heard their name in demat accounts of brokerage firms. In investment banking, they are there.
So,
Okay? Yeah.
So
can
in
you
this
explain
investment
full
banking,
service?
Okay, Seema Iyer. Let's go to Seema Iyer first. Sorry.
Can you explain brokerage firm, full service brokerage firms again?
Okay, I'll do that. Lakshya, your question?
so just in this, for studying investment, do we have to use CFA or CA just to understand this
No,
CFA?
no. You don't have to do CFA. CFA is for professionally if you want to go into it. See, there are two things. Now, you can either do it for your own personal thing, and second is you want to do it professionally. Now, if you do it professionally, to do that, you have to do CFA level 1, level 2, level 3, and that will help you in getting a job in, let's say, one of these investment banks or one of these brokerage firms, SBI Capital or these kind of firms. You will get a job. If you want to do it
Sir,
for
but
your
in
own
India,
person,
demand is very low, sir. But in India, this is very low. But in
this
US, if we do, it is happens more over there in US.
वैसे समझो ना कि जस्ट लाइक स्टॉक प्राइसेस, जब प्राइस लो था तब खरीद के फायदा था ना कि प्राइसेस विल गो अप, देन यू हैव दैट पर्टिकुलर कमोडिटी. सिमिलरली अगर अभी लो है, आगे फ्यूचर में बढ़ेगा ही. एवरी मार्केट मूव्स फ्रॉम स्किल टू स्किल. इन इंडिया अर्लियर वी वर लाइक दिस. हम क्या करते, टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री थी हमारी, देन वी वेंट टू आईटी. नाउ वी आर मूविंग इनटू मैन्युफैक्चरिंग आल्सो. वी आर बिकमिंग मोर ऑफ अ फाइनेंशियल हब आल्सो. And in next 20 years, India would be a financial hub, just like London and New York. So, a good skill to acquire.
Sir, but Rajesh Jhunjhunwala says by year 2050, India will be biggest country in the world in stock trading.
Obviously, so that's a good skill to have today. Na? That is what I'm saying. In next 20 years, India would be a financial hub. People today talk about investing in NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange. People would be talking about after 30 years, people would be talking about Chinese, this Shanghai Hang Seng, I think Hang Seng Index, and in Bombay Stock Exchange or National Stock Exchange. So that is how Indian market is growing. And if you have those skills to understand those market, and that's a good skill to have, great skill to have actually.
Sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Seema Iyer, there was a question. I forgot the question. Can you come again?
So full service brokerage firm.
हाँ, okay. So ऐसे समझो, if you understand Hindi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. ऐसे समझो, वीडियो गेम है. वीडियो गेम पता है ना? वीडियो गेम, यू हैव अ वीडियो गेम. अब एक कंपनी का आपने गए, उसने आपको 10,000 रुपीज में वीडियो गेम दे दिया, आप जाओ खेलो अपने आप. दूसरी कंपनी ने कहा कि हमारा बंदा आपके पास आएगा, आपको सिखाएगा खेलना, एंड डेली बेसिस पे ही विल ट्रेन यू. This is the same difference. One is just technology, one is services plus technology. Full service brokerage gives you a lot of services as well. Advisory services, kind of services. Okay? And they charge a lot of money for that. No, but nothing comes for free.
So it means that they invest money for us.
They charge money from you and they give you some additional services.
Sir, like a lawyer, so.
हाँ, ऐसा समझ लो. एक आपको कुछ फाइनेंशियल लॉ रिलेटेड कुछ एडवाइस चाहिए, यू गो टू इंटरनेट, यू पे 500 rupees and you get an online advice from somebody. Another is you hire a lawyer, you meet that person, sit with him face to face, this person is advising you, this is how you should do it. That's the difference. One is just technology and one is advisory services. So होता क्या है, डीमैट अकाउंट पे, एज आई शोड यू ना दिस, ये अगर मैं इसमें कोई भी शेयर बाय करूंगा, आई नीड टू पे मनी. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड ट्रांजैक्शन फीस. आई पे ट्रांजैक्शन फीस. सो ट्रांजैक्शन फीस जो डीमैट अकाउंट्स की होती है ना, दैट इज वेरिएबल. दे कैन चार्ज एज मच मनी एज दे वांट. Zerodha charges 3 rupees on every 10,000 rupees shares that you purchase. 3 rupees. ICICI Direct charges 70 rupees. So look at the difference. Every 10,000 rupee shares that you purchase on Zerodha, they will charge 3 rupees as their fees. ICICI will charge 70 rupees.
So, but the efficiency is same, right?
It's the same share they will buy for you. If you buy a share of, let's say, Daulat Investments, it's the same share they will buy. Just that ICICI will charge much more money. Zerodha will charge much less money. And why this is charging more money? Because they are providing you advisory services also. Somebody will call you and tell you, sir, do you want, I think you should buy ICICI, Daulat Investment, iske prices na, they will increase a lot.
Sir, and what about angel broking as it is written here?
Same,
So
same,
recently
same,
it
same.
had gone from 350 to 700 rupees its stock price just by signing a deal.
स्टॉक प्राइस में एंजल ब्रोकिंग इज अ, हाँ अच्छा ठीक है ना, दे आर अ पब्लिक लिस्टेड कंपनी ना, ठीक है, तो
Yeah.
जस्ट कंसिडर देम लाइक अ नॉर्मल कंपनी. ये तो यहाँ पे व्हाट इट इज लिस्टेड, इट इज द ब्रोकिंग ब्रांच, द डीमैट अकाउंट, not as a company. I don't know, I have not analyzed this as a company. This, think of it here, it is just a brokerage firm. It's a discount brokerage firm which provides you a technology to buy and sell shares. ठीक है, चलो. Now, okay, now comes the question, stock prices. And I think I explained a bit about stock prices. How are stock prices determined? Stock prices are determined on 4 factors. The demand and supply of the demand and supply of the shares. The more the demand is, the higher the stock prices will go. The lower the demand is, the lower the stock prices will come, or the higher the supply is. Anyone having any questions or doubt in this specific point, the higher the demand is, the more the pricing would be, and the lower the demand is, or the higher the supply is, the prices will fall. Anybody having any questions or doubt in this specific concept?
Sir, I didn't understand this statement.
अच्छा ठीक है, ऐसे समझो, आपके पास एक क्रिकेट, आपके पास एक साइकिल है, ठीक है, यू हैव वन साइकिल विच इज a very good cycle, you got it from, let's say, Germany, and your 10 friends want to buy it from you. You bought this cycle for, let's say, 50,000 rupees from Germany, and you are thinking that, okay, I can sell this cycle. Now 10 people want to buy it from you. Will you sell it for 50,000 or will you increase the price? And you will ask them, अच्छा और बताओ कितने में बेचूं, तुम कितना बोलते हो, तुम कितना बोलते हो. You will ask
Increase the
everyone to
price.
bet.
We get the
Increase
best.
Sir, Nidami.
Cost.
है ना, demand,
Sir, Nidami
demand,
कर दिया.
demand was high, so the prices, you were able to increase the prices. ठीक है, initial bidding, let's say you said 50,000 is the initial price, but whoever pays me the highest, I will give it to that person. So one friend says 55, another says 60, another says 70, and finally you were able to sell it at 75,000.
But sir, if the price is higher, then the demand becomes lower, right?
हाँ, जो भी होगा. So 50,000 पे 10 people were willing to buy, 75 पे हो सकता है एक ही बाय करने वाला हो. ठीक है, तो जितने प्राइस बढ़ते गए, डिमांड कम हो गई. अब क्या होगा, दिस पर्सन 75,000 में जिसने आपसे खरीदी, ही माइट सी कि अच्छा अब 75 पे खरीद तो ली, अब मैं इसका क्या करूं, चलानी वालानी तो थी नहीं, मुझे भी आगे बेचनी है. सो दिस गाय सेज कि अब 75 पे demand come and nobody wants to buy, so he will drop down the price. He will say, okay, somebody wants to buy it at 70, people will say no, I don't want to buy at 70. He will drop it further, 60 पे खरीद लो.
So, but
He will
this is
drop it.
loss, right? He
This
is
is-
just selling it in loss.
हाँ ठीक है, people face loss. स्टॉक्स हाई पे खरीदे, प्राइसेस नीचे गिर गए, लॉस हो गया. ठीक है, और वो रख सकते हैं अपने आप, अपने पास भी रख ले कि आगे जब दोबारा प्राइसेस बढ़ेंगे तब आई विल सेल. The point is, when the demand was high, you were able to increase the prices. Opposite concept समझते हैं. There are 10 people who have, there are 5 people who have the same cycle. ठीक है, and there is only one person who wants to buy it. Each of them are saying कि भाई I will be, the cycle is in 10,000. This buyer goes to you and says कि यार नहीं 10,000 तो बहुत महंगी है, सस्ते में देनी है तो बताओ. And he does the same thing to everyone. One of them says कि okay ठीक है, मैं 9,000 में sell कर दूंगा. The prices immediately dropped from 10,000 to 9,000 because there was a deal which happened. He sold it 9,000 to this guy. Now the market price is not 10,000 anymore. Market price is 9,000 now. Everyone will say कि यार ये चीज तो मार्केट में 9,000 की अभी तो सेल हुई है, I will buy at 9,000 only. So the prices come down. When the supply is more, the prices go down. When the demand is more, the prices go up. Is this concept clear? And this is for everything. This is for everything in the world. When the demand is high, the prices increase. When the supply is high, the prices decrease.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
Understood. ठीक है, चलो. So apart from this, any company's stock prices are driven by four things. Demand and supply is basically driven by multiple things. One of them is the profit. One of them is the intrinsic value of company. Intrinsic value is how good the company is. Revenues, there are a lot of things in intrinsic value. Revenues, profits, debt the company is carrying, market cap of the company. There are a lot of things that define the intrinsic value. We understand this by a line of study which is called fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis. Okay. Then the cash flow that the company is having. Cash flow is another financial term, which is how much money company is actually getting. How much money company is actually getting and how much money is going out of the company. There is a very basic difference between revenue and cash. Okay. If you guys don't know, if you want me to explain difference between revenue and cash. Do you understand the difference between revenue and cash?
Cash can be investors, right? Who are ready to invest in the company.
नहीं वो तो revenue वो cash जो होता है, revenue and cash are in the same thing. ऐसे समझो, let's say you have a cycle. Again, let's go to the cycle example. You go and sell your cycle in 10,000 rupees to somebody. Your friend says कि यार मैं cycle ले तो लूंगा अभी, but I don't have money with me right now. I will give it to you after 10 days. So you say, okay, ठीक है, you keep the cycle, give me money after 10 days. So in that case, your revenue is 10,000, but your cash is 0.
Because we gave it in credit.
You gave it in credit form. When you get the money, then your cash becomes 10,000. When you get the real money, hard cash, when you get in your bank account or as cash, that is called cash. A company runs on cash. Companies do not run on revenues. A lot of customers say, I will pay you after 6 months. For 6 months, company has to survive. Company has to pay salaries, electricity bill, rent of the building. So cash, how much cash is the company getting? That is really important. Another two things are market sentiment and news. You might have heard about this in the FIFA Euro Cup. Ronaldo took the bottles of Coca-Cola and put them aside and said, I want water. And what happened? Coca-Cola's market cap reduced by $5 billion. $5 billion.
So this
Sir.
is wrong, but
Sir,
it
but
did
the
not happen because of Ronaldo. Already in the morning, 1.56 dollar had already dropped before
Sir,
Ronaldo had done this.
has already dropped. The share price 0.9% has already dropped in the morning.
ठीक है. See. What happens is 0.9% had dropped, but then with that, negative sentiment started creating in the market. That okay, this might lead to a big superstar, big football player like Ronaldo is saying, I don't want Coca-Cola, I want water. This might lead to reduction in demand of Coca-Cola across the world. People would say, I don't want to invest in this now. Let me put my money somewhere else. And they start selling. And when they start selling, the prices start dropping because supply becomes more. Okay? So.
And sir, suddenly after the Ronaldo, when he took the Coca-Cola, after 2 hours, the share price suddenly increased. It was to $55.
See, again, the cyclical way. Some of the sellers panic and quickly start selling. And in stock market, होता क्या है? Stock markets react very sharply. थोड़ी सी चीज होगी एकदम से बहुत स्ट्रांगली रिएक्ट करते हैं स्टॉक मार्केट पे. एवरीबॉडी पैनिक्स एंड स्टार्ट सेलिंग, तो प्राइसेस एकदम से गिर जाएंगे. एंड कुछ भी थोड़ा सा भी पॉजिटिव होता है ना, पीपल बिकम वेरी एक्साइटेड एंड स्टार्ट बाइंग द शेयर्स, तो प्राइसेस एकदम से शूट अप होते हैं. तो
लाइक इन बाजार मूवी,
वो तो आई हैव नॉट सीन, तो आई कांट कमेंट ऑन दैट वन. ठीक है, चलो. सो द higher the demand, the higher the price, and higher the supply, price reduces. Stock market, every stock price is governed by this factor. ठीक है. Now, अब ये वाला part ना, I think we have we'll take 5 more minutes. I'll cover this one topic and then we'll wind up today's session, and then we'll connect in the next session when we continue this full workshop ना. So guys, make sure अभी सबसे पहले ना we'll take 2 minutes time. You guys fill up the feedback form. In the chat box, there is a feedback form. So please fill up this feedback form first, then we'll continue further with the remaining session.
Sir, I have a basic question. I put it in the chat box.
Yeah, tell me.
I put it in the chat box, sir. Why is the Yes Bank share not increasing in spite they have been depriving profits all over the
यार होता क्या है ना, as I said, the sentiment. I have in banking sector, I have option of Axis Bank, which is really good. I have option of ICICI Bank, which is good. I have option of HDFC Bank. I have option of Bandhan Bank, which is very fast growing bank. I have lot of options. Why would I invest money in a troubled bank until unless I'm too greedy? I want my I want my money to grow by, let's say, 50% in a year. Then probably I'll take a chance with Yes Bank. But as a wise investor, a company whose management is stuck with so many troubled problems, I mean, so many problems, their promoters, their co-founders, they're fighting amongst each other. So why would I, as an investor, want to invest money in such a company? So that is a problem. That is why the prices don't rise, because demand is not there. People do not want to put in money right now in Yes Bank. Maybe after a couple of years, if Yes Bank does really well and it's able to get the positive market sentiment aroused, then the stock prices will start increasing. ऐसा होता है ना, you might have heard कि इज्जत कमाने में ना पूरी उम्र चली जाती है, गमाने में 2 मिनट लगते हैं. So that happens with companies also. It takes a lot of effort, good results, quarter on quarter good results, to get that positive market sentiment, and you lose that positive market sentiment just because of things like what happened in Yes Bank. I mean, the promoters, they were fighting amongst each other, and there was so much problem. Why would anybody want to give business to this kind of company? Why would anybody want to invest in this kind of company?
Yes, sir. Even the Yes Bank founder, he went on a fraud, I guess, and he went to jail for 2-3 months. So due to that, it may happen the share might have fallen due to that reason as well.
Rana Kapoor, I don't remember Rana Kapoor going to jail because of fraud. I don't know. I might have missed the news, but I don't remember him going to jail for a fraud kind of a thing. It was probably bad business practice, but I don't remember him going to jail.
So I want to ask you one more thing.
Yeah.
Sir,
पहले
that
feedback
we
form
see-
भरा सबने. Everyone filled the feedback form.
Filled, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Please fill the
Sir,
feedback form
sir, where
first,
are they
then
given?
in the chat box. Just check
Oh.
the chat box, the last link. That's a feedback form. Please fill it. Then we will take any further questions. And
Okay, sir, but I have a question. I'm filling it right now only.
yeah.
Sir, like we say in Vijay Mallya that that he is a fraudster and he's not paying the money back. But after many requests that he's seen that I will pay your whole money back by selling my shares and assets of his companies. Why is the Indian government continuously decline his request?
यार ऐसा होता है ना, ऐसे समझो कि you can't do a fraud and then say कि I will give back your money. ऐसे समझो ना, you start something and you do a fraud with thousands of people. ठीक है, and then after some time जब तुम्हें लगे कि यार अब तो ये फ्रॉड पकड़ा गया, मैं क्या करूं, तो आप कहो ठीक है मैं पैसे वापस कर दूंगा, कोई बात नहीं. That is not how law works ना. Law will say कि you did fraud and you have, it's not just about money, it's about wrong you did to a lot of people, so you have to face the law. भाई ऐसा ना आप जाके किसी के थप्पड़ मार दो और फिर कहो कि अच्छा मैं सॉरी बोल दूंगा, ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. In law it does not work that way. So Mallya has to go through that law that his company did a whole fraud with Punjab National Bank. Even if the money comes back, the fraud that he did and the Kingfisher Airlines, a lot of people suffered. A lot of people didn't get their salaries. Vijay Mallya was partying. People were not getting their salaries. So who will pay for that? He destroyed lives of so many people. That is why government is not interested in negotiating with him. That okay, you pay us the money. Government says you come back to India, you face the law. Money we will take anyways. We have your assets and everything in place. Money we will take from you. Money is not the issue. Issue is you come to India, face the law. Now you get the point?
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, say if suppose one company which is listed in Nifty 50 goes bankrupt, so will it affect all the share prices of all the other companies also,
नहीं,
or only that company will be
only that
affected?
company, only that company. अगर वो कंपनी के प्राइसेस नीचे जाते हैं एंड इफ इट्स अ वेरी बिग कंपनी, थोड़ा सा मार्केट पे इम्पैक्ट आता है, थोड़ा सा इट इम्पैक्ट्स द सेंटिमेंट ऑफ द मार्केट. जैसे if tomorrow SBI shuts down, it will give a really spooky kind of experience to the investors कि यार SBI बंद हो गया तो कुछ भी हो सकता है इस मार्केट में. तो and majorly the foreign investors who invest in our stock markets, they will feel कि यार ये तो बहुत गड़बड़ मार्केट है. They will start taking out the money, and when people start taking out the money, that is people start selling their shares, the prices start going down.
But it's
The stock
government
market को.
organization, right? So
तो
why
क्या
will this
हुआ?
be?
अरे आईसीआईसीआई बंद हो जाए, आईसीआईसीआई भी एज बिग एज एसबीआई ना, एंड गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस आल्सो शट डाउन. ठीक है, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बंद नहीं होंगी, दे कैन आल्सो शट डाउन. ऐसा वो वाला पॉइंट नहीं है. लॉट ऑफ बैंक्स हैव बीन मर्ज्ड बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट वाज नॉट एबल टू मैनेज ऑल ऑफ देम. तो कितने मर्जर्स हुए हैं ना बैंक्स में भी, तो यू माइट हैव सीन.
Yes, sir. So PNB
Yeah.
was, I think, merged with.
पीएनबी हुआ है, इंडियन बैंक हुआ है, बहुत सारे हुए हैं, बहुत सारे मर्ज कर दिए गवर्नमेंट ने.
Yes.
ठीक है, एवरीवन filled the feedback form.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Mekhla has a question. What is IPO? IPO is basically, अभी जैसे आप ये समझो पेटीएम है कंपनी. पेटीएम में you and me we can't buy shares of Paytm because it's not a public company. A public company is a company जिसके शेयर normal public can buy. Normal people like you and me can buy the shares. The process of a company becoming a public company, that is called IPO. IPO में company offers their shares to the to general public for the first time. It is called initial public offering. That is what is IPO. So Mekhla, was I able to answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's take 5 more minutes and then we'll wind up the session. I just want to cover one more topic before we wind up. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay, this is a fun example actually. Why I want to cover this is because it's a fun example. I want one person to volunteer for this fun example exploration. Who will be?
I can do that.
Sir, me.
सबसे पहले ये अच्छा, the name which Seema here, what's your name? I think it's your mother's name, your sister's name.
So it's my mother's name. My name is Manas.
Manas, okay. So let's, because Manas said first, let's take Manas. Okay, so Manas, now we are trying to understand pricing decision making and कैसे prices को हम plot कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, let's say you have an apple garden and you decided you had a very good harvest this year. बहुत सारे apples हुए हैं, you decide to sell them in the market directly. So what you did, you put everything in a cart and you went to the market. But somehow you reached the market a bit late and you are like very disappointed, यार late हो गया हूँ, market बंद हो गई, अब वापस जाना पड़ेगा. So somebody came to you and said, dude, market is closed, but I will buy these apples from you. So you said, okay, कितने में खरीदोगे? So he says कि यार last rate in market was 20 rupees per apple. I will give you 25 rupees per apple. Will you sell these apples to him?
Yes.
ठीक है, he is giving you a good deal. He is giving you a good deal. He is saying कि यार last 20 rupees में बिक रहा था, I'll give you 25. So आपने कहा ठीक है, चलो बहुत अच्छा, buy it, you take the apples. Now अब आप मार्केट में घूम रहे थे, आपको मैं मिला, आपने मुझे बताया कि सर ऐसे ऐसे there was this guy who bought all the apples from me in 25 rupees per apple. मैंने तो आज बढ़िया 25% का प्रॉफिट बना लिया. मैंने कहा यार लेकिन the highest at which the apples were selling in the market today was 40 rupees per apple. You sold them at just 25 rupees. Highest तो 40 तक गया था रेट. अब यार तुम हो गए सैड. अब क्या हुआ, ये नुकसान हुआ, डील कैंसिल करनी है या कंटिन्यू रखनी है डील? बताओ.
Sir, I think it's still a profit.
देखो अब तुम्हारे पास इंफॉर्मेशन थोड़ी सी एक्स्ट्रा है कि 40 रुपीज में मैक्सिमम इन द डे द एप्पल वाज बीइंग सोल्ड एट 40 रुपीज पर एप्पल. तुम्हारे
Yes,
भी
sir.
हाई क्वालिटी एप्पल हैं, अब तुमने 25 में बेच दिए, विल यू कैंसिल द डील ऑफ 25 रुपीज पर एप्पल, और विल यू से कि बस विल यू ठीक है 25 में ही बेच दिया तो ठीक है?
Sir, I think I'll take the 25 one.
चलो ठीक है, गुड डिसीजन। क्योंकि अब आप उस बंदे के पास गए, आपने उससे पूछा अच्छा भाई मार्केट का तो 40 गया था यार, तुमने मुझे 25 ही क्यों दे रहे हो? उसने कहा सर मैं आपको आई एम गिविंग यू 25 बिकॉज द लोएस्ट एट विच एप्पल्स वर बीइंग सोल्ड वाज 15। जस्ट लाइक एवरीथिंग एल्स, एप्पल के प्राइसेस भी दिन भर ऊपर नीचे हुए बेस्ड ऑन द डिमांड। जिस टाइम पे बहुत सारे कस्टमर्स आ गए, ट्रेडर्स ने डिमांड बढ़ा दिए प्राइसेस, और जब मार्केट में डिमांड नहीं थी तो प्राइसेस कम हो गए। तो ये सेड कि सर 15 था लोएस्ट, तो आपको तो मैं 25 दे रहा हूँ, सो आई एम गिविंग यू अ गुड डील। तो तुम्हें लगा ठीक है अच्छी डील है, बट तुम फिर मेरे पास आए, मैंने कहा यार देखो तुमने अब एक गड़बड़ करी, लोएस्ट तो तुमने देख लिया, बट सुबह सुबह जब मार्केट खुली थी ना तब 30 में बिक रहे थे एप्पल, तुमने 25 में बेच दिए। तुम ये कर सकते हो, तुम अभी वापस चले जाओ घर, कल सुबह आओ, इट इज पॉसिबल टुमारो यू विल बी एबल टू सेल इट एट 30 अगेन। अब बताओ तुम क्या करोगे?
Sir, if the possibility is high, then we'll wait for the next day.
ठीक है, सी these are the buying and selling decision making things, these are the prices which help us in making buying and selling decisions। 4 टाइप के प्राइसेस हुए इसमें, एक सेकंड, ओपनिंग, क्लोजिंग, हाईएस्ट एंड लोएस्ट। these 4 prices help us in understanding कि मार्केट किस डायरेक्शन में गया, पॉजिटिव गया, नेगेटिव गया, ठीक है। एंड वी डिपिक्ट दिस यूजिंग अ स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ chart which is called candlestick chart. Some of you might have seen this chart, some of you might not have seen this chart. Let me just quickly explain candlestick chart in 2 minutes and then we'll wind up the session। ठीक है, ऐसे समझो, अगर एप्पल सुबह सुबह 50 रुपीज पे स्टार्ट हुए सेल होने, सो यू ड्रॉ अ लाइन 50 पे, एंड क्लोजिंग था 80, you draw a line at 80 and you make a box। ठीक है, हाईएस्ट गया लेट्स से 100, so from this ऊपर वाला पॉइंट यू टेक अ लाइन टिल 100 एंड लोएस्ट गया 30, you take a line till 30। this is opening, this is closing, this is highest, this is lowest, and just because the opening is less than closing we make it green in color। ठीक है, this is called green candlestick chart। it shows us market was bullish in the day, bullish। ठीक है, ऑपोजिट अगर हम करते हैं कि opening was 80 and closing was 50 and highest, let's say highest is again 100, lowest is 30, this is called bearish, bear। ठीक है, this will be red candlestick chart। this shows कि दिन भर में मार्केट डाउन हुई है या उस पर्टिकुलर टाइम स्लॉट में मार्केट डाउन हुई है। जल्दी से मैं आपको ये डीमैट अकाउंट पे दिखा देता हूं एंड ताकि आपको आइडिया लगे। अब ऐसे ये देखो, इफ यू आर लुकिंग एट दिस पर्टिकुलर कैंडल, व्हाट डू यू से, इसमें मार्केट बढ़ी थी या कम हुई थी?
Sir,
बढ़ी
बढ़ी
थी।
बढ़ी थी। एंड इफ यू लुक एट दिस वन, व्हाट डू यू से,
घटी थी।
इसमें घटी थी। सो कैंडलस्टिक चार्ट इमीडिएटली हेल्प्स अस इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि उस पर्टिकुलर टाइम पीरियड में मार्केट बढ़ी थी या कम हुई। ये हम वी कैन मेक दिस कैंडलस्टिक चार्ट फ्रॉम 1 मिनट टू 1 मंथ, लेट्स से 1 मिनट। तो एवरी मिनट ये जो है देखो 325, 326, 327, 328, 329, इन एवरी मिनट स्टॉक प्राइस कहाँ जा रहा है। और यहाँ पे देखो इसका, अगर मैं किसी पे भी होवर करूंगा ना, ऊपर देखो इस जगह, ये यहाँ पर ये ओपनिंग OHLC चारों प्राइसेस आ जाते हैं। ठीक है, सो दिस इज हाउ यू सी द प्राइसेस कि मार्केट कितना ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है, कैसा ट्रेंड चल रहा है। ऑल ऑफ दिस वी विल लर्न इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन कि इसमें अब हम ट्रेंड कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे कि ये अभी तो ऐसा चल रहा है बट ये ऊपर जाएगा या नीचे जाएगा, इसके प्राइस ट्रेंड्स कैसे हैं। ऑल ऑफ दिस वी विल लर्न इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन। ठीक है,
Yes, sir।
ठीक है, चलो. So with this we wind up today's session. I hope you like. कैसा था सेशन ये बताओ.
Sir, it was awesome. Understood it.
Amazing.
Amazing. चलो बहुत बढ़िया. Thank you. चलो. So if you guys liked it, feedback form में you might have filled it. So we'll get in touch with your parents. We'll talk to them. We'll explain the whole thing to them. And I would love to see you guys in the full session. It would be a weekend session, 1 hour on 2 weekends. Saturday, Sunday, 1 hour each. That is how we are going to do it.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, चलो. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.